real conversations, real solutions, real success.
Success is my religion.
Wow.
Welcome to the success. Welcome to the Porch, presented by the Success is My Religion podcast. I am one of the co-hosts, Mr. Michael Taylor, the success engineer, and I'm here with
His other co-host, CJ Godot, the chosen one.
our topic today is, let me look at it. What is required for success? So I was today years old. No, I'm just playing. So we're gonna go through this topic. We're gonna talk about it for a little bit. Then we're gonna go into our 3,000 questions about us,
Yeah.
and then we'll hit you with our conclusions for today and get out of here this evening or whenever you're watching this.
Please watch us.
Whenever you're watching this. So
It's invaluable.
I was just thinking
information.
about so we have a program at our school for it's a software program that helps students like formulate resumes, do research on colleges, apply for colleges, request their transcripts. We got you can do a lot of things with that, and when the students are researching, this is all capabilities of this software system that the school has. All of these things that you can do with it, and when you explore careers, like it'll do like matchmakers to your attributes and your like you do little tests like this is what I like to do type test, aptitude test, and then they can like it'll populate some careers that you can explore. So if you click on the career, it'll have the description of the career, how much money they typically make. It'll have like little podcasts in there so you can listen to or videos about the career, but nobody in the school uses it to that. That's what I'm saying. You feel me?
I do. That's terrible.
So we have all of this information at our fingertips. It's on their laptops. They can log in at any time. They can look up colleges. They can apply to the college. They can do all of these different things on this one platform, but it's required. Like they have the district requires tasks to be done for the students. So the district requires the students to complete these tasks over their year. So freshmen, they have certain tasks that they have to do throughout the year to get it completed. And like this is not just on the students, but the whole environment is like I'll get to my point, but but it's like it's required.
Yeah.
One by the district, right? So now the teachers have to the FA teachers, the family advocacy teachers, which is like homeroom, they have to get the students to complete their task,
Okay.
right? For every task, it's like by quarter. They have to complete it by a certain time. So the teachers have to do that. The students have to actually do the task and do it with like honestly and truthfully and those type of things.
Okay.
That's what the student is required to do, right? So it formulates something that, oh, okay, these are your real interests and these are things that are connected to your real interests, but it's required. So everybody is like, oh, this is just another task that we have to do, so we just do it and get it over with type of thing.
Oh no.
And that's why I was like thinking about it. I'm like, the best thing about success is that nothing is required. The amount of work you put in is a choice.
Definitely.
And that's what I came to understand. And I'm like, you don't have to do none of this stuff. We don't have to do this podcast. And like, if I go back into my history, at least, I didn't have to go to college. I didn't have to do all the things I did in college. I didn't have to go to grad school. I didn't have to do all the things I did in grad school. I didn't have to, progress. I didn't have to read all the 300 plus books in the past decade. I didn't have to do none of that. And it's not required.
It's not required.
And nothing is required for success, right? So, and don't mince my words like, oh, you don't have to do anything to be. No, there are requirements for success, but that nothing
Yes.
is required for you to do. So then I have students come up to me because I deal in the dual credit programs, and I'm up here and they're like, well, is it required for me to graduate Washington High School? I'm like, you don't have to do dual credit at all. And then they be like, well, is it required? Like, if they've done college credit classes, they be like, is it required to do to graduate college? And I'm like, no, like, you don't have to do this, but it's going to give you an opportunity to be a little bit better off when you get done with high school.
Yes.
So do the work now so that you can have opportunities later. But since it's not required, like this stuff blows my mind. It's not required, but it is required for success long term. So I can't require you to do it, and you still come in with the attitude of, I'm doing this for my development. If I make it required, people have a different
different angle of going about it.
Yeah, they have a different.
Like,
yeah,
oh, this is something I really have to do.
Yes, you getting it. Like,
yeah, I do get it.
That's the feeling that goes around, and that's what I was like. Nothing is required. Y'all don't have to do none of this stuff. We can close down this school and everybody just do their own thing, and we'll see what happens, right? You see what I'm saying? And
yeah,
go ahead. Like, I don't want to hog the microphone.
No, you're not hogging the microphone. I'm just thinking about me coming up through school and obviously, technology and determination and all these things factor in. These are developments that happen
after we was out.
I had a buddy on Facebook announce to the world that if we graduated from 99 and we've been 27 years out of school. That's crazy to me. But it's also a wonderful thing to be back through there. But this goes to the fact, if I was in this era with the mindset that I have, because what it sounds like is just poor mindset. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
I just want to get through this.
Yeah. And everybody is like that. The teachers, the students, the district, and then like, it's sorry to cut you off,
No,
but like, then I saw a post where the lawmakers are making legislation to require that elementary schools use pen and paper and pencil for their assignments, for 90% of the assignments and stuff. And I was like, it's crazy and I commented, I was like, it's crazy that we have to use legislation to require them for such a simple task. Like,
so you could just like pull up in class, like, hey, do this assignment like this.
Right. And then, like, we're making it required to do. So now people are going to push back on that fact, even though it may help. But just stamping the required thing on there makes it a visceral type reaction for somebody else. Like, if I tell you it's required that before you walk out that door, you got to do 100 push-ups. You're gonna have a visceral effect of. I mean, but that's just like,
in the back of my mind, I'm gonna think that it's best for me. Like, this is the reason for it. But the reason why it's going to be a pushback is because it is required. Like a lot of things in life should be required. They're not required.
Exactly, for
And
success.
then you be like, "Oh, I can do it," or "Oh yeah, I'm sorry," or "I can do it," or "I'm just gonna just wing it." The one thing that just stuck out what Mike said was, if we shut the schools down and everybody just does what they want. First of all, in this day and age, I'm still gonna say crime is gonna go up because people are gonna be scavengers because they're not
There's not
being
even rule.
is no educational funnel to say, hey, sometimes there's bad fish in the pond and you can fish them out, but if everybody just is on a thing to where they just decide that they just want to do whatever they want to do, it's gonna be crazy. I love the life that I have, but I wish that I grew up in this era with the technology, all the understanding. You can come up with technology just like that, and it can be viral. It can change the world, but it's easier. Like,
It's easier to stay the same. Everybody else is doing it. So in the environment of of school, right?
yeah,
So if I'm a student sitting in a low achieving school and nobody's doing what they're supposed to do, and we got wild classrooms, the students is just like, if you got one student that's acting out, that's already a disruption. If you got 4 or 5 students that, like, you gotta, as a teacher, uh like, manage all of these personalities, and I'm having a bad day, and I got mental health issues, and
oh,
no disrespect to
that's not
that,
funny.
but
That's not
but
funny. I'm
uh
sorry.
but some people weaponize that and use that as an excuse
They definitely
to
do.
for bad behavior. And I'm like, if if you got 5 people in there doing that, and there's 30 people in the class, you got 25 other people that, like, oh well, I'll just do the work, and because it's required, and I'll move on. And but they're not making a connection to it being a part of their success. One thing that made me different is that I didn't necessarily know that I was doing it to be successful, but, like, I just had a challenge in my mind to, I wanted to be better, better, better. Like, and whatever the teacher or whoever put something in front of me, I challenged myself to get a good grade. And if I didn't get a good grade in it, it was like, what do I need to do to get a better grade? What didn't I do? If I didn't study and I got a bad grade on the test, like, okay, that's on me. Like,
Yeah,
but
definitely.
I think people don't want to take accountability for their success. Like, I will take full accountability if I didn't do something,
Yeah,
and I'm real critical on myself, and and I shouldn't be, because I have the receipts to prove what I did in the past and the people to prove what I did in the past. Um, but people are our students are, and this is why it's important, our students don't have a connection to what they're doing in the moment, that and why it is important for long term, because we're making everything required, and nothing is required, but success requires work.
exactly. Exactly. I think I want to say that the world is making things requirements to force you to do things
Right.
because in the land of free will and the land of the free, a lot of things aren't required. A lot of things are just do it if you want. Also, I think that when things are required and you just go through the motions of doing it, you're not taking away what you're supposed to take away from
That's
to actually
yes, that's
benefit
my
from
point.
doing it. And that's a requirement, but it's not a requirement because if you just do it, you just do it for a grade just to get out of there. You may end up on the low tolling pole and you won't understand why, because you didn't take anything seriously. You just
Right.
was like, oh, I'm gonna do this class. It's an hour. Boom, I'm done. Bam, on to the next one.
So Friday, I talked with one of my students. She's at the top of her class, the junior class. Great student. She has the ability to get to that next level with
Hmm.
the way she challenges herself to get good grades. And so I was like, all right, you're at the top of your class here, and if you stay at the top of your class here at the school that I work at, if you to stay at the top of the class here, you graduate at the top of your class. Who do you are you competing? Do you want to compete with the students that are in your school and you know how this school is? Are you want to compete with them? And then she works in kind of like a suburb of Kansas City in Shawnee Mission, right?
Oh, nice.
So the school is right across because she works at Target. The school is like right across the street, Shawnee Mission, one of the Shawnee Mission schools, right?
So many.
And I was like, so are you competing against those students? Because you work with some of those students. He was like, oh yeah, I'll compete with it. But then I move on down the road a
Hmm.
little bit further to Blue Valley.
Oh yeah.
She was like, oh, those campuses are they're huge, and those students are real smart, but they're not. They're not smarter than you. You know what I mean? But that's you see the progression of the mentality. Like I'll compete with the people that are around me, but when I start getting to people that have a little bit more than I do or whatever,
A
then
little bit
uh,
more
I start
options.
I start yeah shriveling up
We'll
and
shrink
shrinking up.
down.
But even though she can compete and my students can compete with all of these other students because
Yeah.
they know different. Um, they have a mental attitude because I think they understand that they didn't do the work properly.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? When they was sitting in there and they was just on their phone or they slept through class
Oh,
because the class wasn't doing nothing. So yeah, I'm asleep, right? Because I'm
yeah.
tired because I worked last
Substitute
night.
day.
Yeah, stuff like
Substitute.
that.
Well,
But when you take days off like that, and you're not required to do really anything because you do the minimum that of requirements, you feel some type of way when it comes to real competition.
you should, and you will. You'll feel the difficulty of it, but I think, to piggyback off going down to Blue Valley, like, I went to Central, so like when we had to face other school districts, like, I don't know, Oak Grove or something like that. Yeah,
Suburban schools.
their schools are better because there's less people, there's more money, or it's just structured different. A lot of things involve structure and how it's presented. Blue Valley is a very structured school. Now, you said the students may not be smarter than the students that you're dealing with, but those are different circumstances. So they have probably more technology, probably, we'll say, better internet, I guess. Just
But
to say the
it
least.
for me
But
it don't matter. Once we get into a competition,
the
it's all about
mindset,
it's about the work that you put in.
yeah,
If somebody wants to come and challenge me in group fitness, like you better put in 15 years plus of group fitness, so
bring a Gatorade.
cause I'm going, huh?
Bring a Gatorade.
Yeah, and I'm drinking water, so I know I'm gonna win. It's like people drinking coffee. Like if you drinking coffee and you can't function without your coffee, I know I beat you already because I could get up earlier than you and drink some water and get a some oatmeal and and I'm good to go if need be.
Yeah.
Like I know what I need to accomplish every morning, so I'm already preparing my mind beforehand. And I don't need no coffee, no Gatorade, no nothing to get me up and get me going if I really wanted to win. I don't necessarily want to win right now because I have one of them personalities. I have to or like I have a skill set that I have to fly under the radar so that I can make my mistakes outside of the public. You know what I mean?
I do get what. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's very smart and strategic. Yeah.
I've been doing that for all my life, and now that we have the podcast and stuff is going to start coming out, like now, but I'm ready because I've been practicing for 23 years of work, and
Yeah.
now and I studied my craft for a decade before I even started putting stuff out, before I wrote the book. You know what I mean? I studied it. I did social experiments. I did uh it was unofficial, like I ain't PhD in it or anything like that, but just over time talking to people,
It's so
trying things on different people, and saying, hey, you should do this, and seeing it work and actually implementing it with adults, not just 15 to 25-year-olds, like that's the type of work that I put in. So if somebody wants to come up and challenge me, all right, have one of them counselors or whoever from Blue Valley come, and I'll take my students if they listen to me, right? If we was to take 5 students from each school, and I'm gonna take my students all day from Washington.
yeah.
I'm gonna take them because I know the adversity because adversity is the key to ultimate success. And the greater your adversity is, is how big your success can be. And we born in adversity. A lot
Yeah.
of us are born all the way in adversity. So that's but we have to overcome the adversity. If we don't overcome the adversity with the right mindset and the mentality, then it's not you're just asking for you're dependent on the system. And I don't want people to be out there dependent on the system,
No,
because the system is already going to not work for you,
the system is gonna change at will, just like
just to keep you out of
yeah.
the success
Oh,
that you
you're
want. You want to be
you
successful.
gaining some ground, but there's a requirement.
Right.
See if you want to do it now. You want to do it now? Here's another one.
Here's another requirement.
Let's just be roadblocks. Just
Because
put
they
up.
understand the human nature of having something required. Maybe they don't directly understand it, but like we have to understand that if it's required, it's not just something that we have to do. We have to understand the ultimate goal. If I'm sitting if I was to tell a high school student right now, high school is definitely important.
It's very important.
It's important. I mean, not necessarily for the grades, because then you get into a different mindset and mentality, right?
Yeah.
You get into a different mindset and mentality just because, oh, I want to go get the good grades. You can get the good grades, but then not be a leader in your community. You know what I mean? And you be a nerdy type person that people are not just following. Or you can be a good athlete. You could be a good student. You could be a good, a well-rounded person, and come out of there and then build on to what you already tried to do. Maybe you ain't get the greatest grades. Well, I ain't talking about getting straight A's or nothing,
No.
but like at least you tried. You were like, oh, did I challenge myself to do better or be as good as I can be? And that's what I went into classes doing. I wanted to be the best that I could be. I didn't care about who was teaching me. I got students right now. They were in composition 1, they in composition 2, but they are, feuding with the instructor. I'm like, this instructor is just a person in your path. And whether she's right or whether she's wrong, what is my goal? My goal is to get the 3 credits for this class. And so whatever she asked me, to fly under the radar so that I can get where I want to go and
Yeah.
not have any problems, I'm gonna just say, all right, I'll take my headphones off. I may have a little attitude, but I ain't about to say nothing. I'm just, hey, take my headphones off. I'm gonna do the work that I'm supposed to do, and let's go. Like,
Yeah. You
I'm
don't.
not gonna be disrespectful about it,
You
but
shouldn't.
when people get in their feelings, they start getting disrespectful. And what I'm saying is the work. If we look at the work has no feelings. Like,
No emotion at all.
no emotion. Like, what do I need to do to get to this this grade, to get this class, to get these credits, to get these free credits, so that I can possibly graduate early, or look a little bit better in the guy that is having an issue is a football player. So I'm like, if you got all of these college credits, they're gonna be like, all right, come on, you got
Yeah.
like you're gonna be able to lift up the team in the academics department.
Yeah. You can be great on and off the field.
Yeah, and that's all I'm saying. All of our students can be great in the classroom. Like, they get out at 2:25 every single day. Like,
God, I miss that.
I miss that too. You know what I mean?
This the
Well,
man.
I still get kind
Yeah.
of.
Yeah, you do.
I'm
You
leaving
do.
with
I'm
the. I'm
talking
leaving
about
with
me. 6 to 6. It's like, wow. 2:20 sounds great.
Yeah, 66. Wow. But you get what I'm saying? Like, making something required. It, it, that's the great thing about success is nothing is required. Nothing is required, but there are requirements.
Yeah,
But you have to do it
definitely.
in a way that I mean, there's a fine line because I'm gonna just do the requirements. I think we are putting too much dependency on the school system. Is what we're really doing.
Yeah.
We expect all of this stuff from this system that has never worked for us, really. But there are things that we can practice while we're in this system, if you believe, even if you believe that it is not working for us. You can still go get to school on time. You can still sit there. You can still do the work. You can still turn the work in on time. You can study on your own. You get out at 2:30. That's 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30. Even if you go to bed at 10:30,
Mm.
that's 8 hours after your school day. What are you doing with 8 hours? Yes, they are working. I understand. Don't.
Yeah.
I get it. But I'm just saying how you can progress outside of school too.
Mm.
Whatever they need. Go ahead, man.
It's all about accountability. When it comes right down to it, you don't want to be an adult looking back in life and be like, oh, I should have put more effort into that.
Yes, that's what.
And that's what we don't want for you. So the requirements, whether it's required or not, to be great individually or as a team, you still have to be accountable. You still have to put in the work. You still have to show up, be on time, pay attention. Just just be there, soak it all up because it's going to benefit you in the long run. When you get my age, you'll remember back in the time and you remember all that effort. You might have an easy life by the time you get my age because of the things that you did while you were younger, building those blocks, just basically just building a wall of trajectory that's solid. That's what we want for you in your future is just solidarity and purpose. And then you can be a community leader. You can do the things that you want. You can speak up and people will be like, well, that guy has a great track record, so we should listen to him.
Because that's what I'm doing.
That's what he's doing, yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
That's
Like,
why I mentioned
that's
that.
why people respect me. I like it. You told me last night that, like, you doing some amazing stuff. Like, that's amazing. I'm like, yeah, it's just another day for me, but
I
and
know
I've
it's
done it.
and you make it look easy, but you deserve your flowers.
Yeah, I
People need
appreciate
to
it.
people need to appreciate the things that you do, and you just need to just I mean, don't oversaturate it. Don't embellish, but I mean, just give people their just due, because you never know how that motivates them. They could be in a rut. Not saying you, but they could be like in a rut and feel like, why am I doing all this stuff and this is not happening, that's not happening. Words of encouragement or just being honest. If you're a friend and you're down, can go a long way, and it can give people the encouragement to be like, yeah, I'm on the right track, I'm doing this, and they'll just keep going, and they may even put their foot on the pedal a little harder Add a little
And
gas.
that's what I'm about to do because we about to win this game. I'm getting tired of all these people with opinions. I'm like, there was one dude. He was like, "Oh yeah, you know how many are the most business owners are?" I forgot what he was telling, and he was like, it was studied by Harvard, facts and this and that, and he was like, the people that make the most businesses are the people with bad grades, he said. I was like, and then he was like, your defiance of authority, your want to push back on the rules and this and that is going to be the way you build up. I was like, black kids, don't do that. Hispanic kids, don't do that. Do not listen to them. Like, try to get good grades. It is not going to hurt you in the success world because everything matters. The law of accumulation is that you accumulate from all the work you did. Success is going to give back to you what what you put into it. And if you skip over those 4 years of conscious work,
Hmm.
like you consciously said, I'm not going to do this so that I got bad grades. You and it, if I was the giver of success, I'm not. Who am I going to give it to? The person that showed up and didn't and fell
No.
asleep all day, or the
Cause
person that
conflict. Yeah, no conflict.
right, or the person that got a 2.5 GPA and showed up every day and at least tried, I'm gonna give them a little bit of a better start than you. You know what I mean? Success wise, if I was the person giving out success, so you got to think about it. Like you gotta really grow up a little bit. Like have your fun or whatever, but be conscious of what you're doing. Like take on your responsibility. That's all I'm saying. You have a responsibility to your future self to put in the work now. Uh, but we want the easy way out. And if it's required, like we don't necessarily require you to go explore all of these different careers and listen to. Like we could say, hey, you got to click on this link when you on your top career that pops up in your out of your attributes. We can require that you you listen to all of the podcasts, and then we can require you to do a paper over it, or you can just be like, hey, I'm gonna click on this, I'm gonna read about this career. And I can and that's a whole different mentality that coming into success, that you want it.
Yeah.
Not I'm not just doing it because it's required.
Yeah, you don't want to be forced. So if you want something and you you have the attributes to go get it, like I said earlier, if I had those options, who knows where I would be? I mean, I would probably be, like I said last podcast, a little bit more successful. I'd probably be a family man, but I would have that foundation at the bottom of my feet to stand on, to lift up, to see over the fence if there's a fence, hypothetically, to see where I want to go next. And that's all we're trying to tell you is just there's too much opportunity and things that are just at your fingertips that you can take advantage of that is not required yet.
Because if we required it,
Then
you wouldn't want to
oh,
do
I don't want to do that.
it. And that's what I always give I always give my students the, like, you don't have to, like, I'll take you out of the classes, like you don't have to do this. You know, like it is extra work, and a lot of my students are very good students,
Yeah,
but the environment is totally like
it's challenging.
it's challenging, right? So and they don't know this, but like I don't allow their friends, especially if they like misfit friends, if they got bad grades, like if they want to come in and sit in our success center,
Mm-mm.
I don't let them come in because you bringing down the vibe, and I'm rewarding you for bad, misfit type behavior. I don't misfit means a bunch of different things. So
Yeah,
bad behavior, they don't necessarily, they're not necessarily bad behavior students. It's just they just
that cause conflict.
I mean, as far as success is concerned, you
Yeah.
don't do your work in class, like your grades reflect it. So obviously, you shouldn't be rewarded to miss class to do work that I know you didn't do because I see that you got these grades. I know you're not doing the work. You just got to sit here and distract my student. At least if you not there, they'll at least just be
Yeah,
on their own. Like,
yeah. Effort is a wonderful thing. It really is.
So we're gonna transition to our
It's book time.
yeah 3,000 questions about us. It say me, but it's about us. We ain't done this in a minute, but
No.
what we got?
We are
Hold
at.
on, I'm gonna put
Yeah.
15 minutes on this
Oh,
thing
we're gonna give them 15 minutes today. Okay.
because we gotta leave for a birthday brunch.
Always striving to do stuff.
I gotta plan stuff, so my schedule is always. Hopefully this audio comes out right. All right, go ahead.
I'm sure it will. Question 97 is: who is the very first friend you ever remember making, and how old were you?
The very first day. I mean, I think it was a dude named William. Like we would in third grade. I don't know how old I was in third grade, but 7 6 7 years 6 7. But William, like we played like 500 or something.
Oh, okay.
Our our playground had like a little set of stairs, so whoever would catch the ball would go up the little stairs and then kick the ball from the stairs out into the crowd.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, that's how I met William.
My first friend that I can recall was my neighbor. Her name was Annika. We lived right next to each other, and we just played in the yard or just around, either in her yard or my yard. It was pretty cool.
I had a female friend too. Like she never mind. I ain't gonna get into that. That's a little deep.
Oh, okay. Question 98 is: what makes you lose sleep? For me, what makes me lose sleep is upcoming events that I'm nervous about because I don't know the outcome, or just decisions I make sometimes. I wonder if they're good or bad, or just in general.
Yeah. Money issues that used to make me lose sleep, but now I just like I'll just hustle. I'll just hustle a little bit more to get whatever it is that I need.
Yeah. Um, Question 99: what are three phases? Oh, three phrases or sayings you almost say every day?
Nah, man.
Got two more.
I don't know. That's one of the phrases. Every day.
Almost
I
every
say
day.
my little Zumba spiel when I when I teach Zumba.
Okay.
Welcome to Zumba. My name is Michael. You are here at Genesis Ward Parkway, Genesis Olathe. Number one thing, as always, is to have fun. Number two, we say Zumba after every song. Three, I love legs. Four, get water when you need it. And five, keep it moving. So if you're new, come 2 to 3 times to pick up the routines. I'm here to work your mind and your body.
Oh, okay, radio DJ. I like that. My phases or phrases are probably all the way up, which has been incorporated in the last 3 years. Be committed to excellence, and I haven't said this, but I think I'm going to bring it back. Adapt or perish. You can take that however you want. Uh, Question 100: do you floss or use a toothpick when food gets stuck in your teeth? Yes.
Yeah,
I have like a little whole pack in my car just in case.
he got that from me.
I did get it from you. I just used to keep it at my house. Man.
Nah, it's just too convenient. Like I need the stuff out of my teeth. I use the little flosser. The best floss. I don't like that the circle floss. I like the paper looking floss.
Paper looking floss.
Yeah, because it slides through your between
Oh
your
yeah.
teeth. The paper. You know, you got the circle floss.
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't like that brand.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't like that either. That hurts my gums,
it's not.
and I already got a problem with my gums. So.
We don't want any extra problems. Question 101. No. Have you ever swerved off the road to avoid hitting something?
No, I never been in a wreck. So, but I've swerved off the road to avoid, and not off the road.
I, I swerved off the road with a good buddy of mine from grade school. We're still friends to this day. But it was to avoid an ambulance because I misjudged how fast ambulance can go. And then I decided to speed up on the highway and try and go through some cones super fast, thinking that I was a NASCAR driver, and ended up in the median with the dirt coming down and the ambulance going past us. It's quite an experience and also scary because I thought I killed my car, but it started back up.
And he didn't have insurance.
No, I did have insurance. I was young and I paid a lot for it. It was terrible. Question 102. Compare your driving skills to something. Oh, this is going to be real good.
Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James.
Okay.
I got all the skills.
You do got all the skills.
I also been driving a lot more than anybody else. So
I kind of retired, but I drive when I can. I'm going to say a professional driver. Yeah, we'll do that.
a professional driver in the right lane.
Yeah, and that's a safety. Question 103. What food is romantic to you?
Steak, I guess. I don't know. That ain't. I mean,
Yeah, I would.
birria tacos. Yeah.
Oh, that is super sexy. Yeah. Well, I would say steak or burrito tacos, and/or
and or
a nice 4-stage meal, because that
4-course meal.
4-stage 4-course. Sorry, I messed that up. Yeah, I'll say that's romantic. Anything that's gonna start out with $60. You just walk in the door, you automatically spending $60 on just one person. That's romantic. You got to care about the person that you're taking out, or else you're just by yourself. And then you love yourself a whole lot. Question 104. Do you forgive and forget, just forgive but not forget, or neither? For me, it's going to depend on the situation and or the person, but mostly the situation. What's that look for?
This dude, we ain't got down to the nitty gritty of it,
enough time for it.
but he got something down deep in there that always triggers him to start talking about
We're
issues.
trying to avoid
It's not.
that
It's probably
subject.
not a person or anything, but it's just the situation. I could agree with that.
I don't like the situation. I wish I wasn't a part of it.
But what was the question again?
Do you forgive and forget, just forgive but not forget, or neither?
Oh, I forgive, but I don't forget because I need that. I need that reference.
Word up. Yeah, I understand.
But I don't dwell on it because forgiveness is you gotta let it go.
It's a nice release.
Yeah, you gotta release it, but I'm a remember the situation so that I'm if and when it comes up again, like I understand how to deal with it. Um the reason I don't forget is that, like, yeah, I'm gonna make reference to it, but I'm gonna figure out the things that I contributed to it so that I can make some changes, so if and when it comes up again, I can better handle it, or no, it's just not my fault.
I like that. I like to do that around my birthday because that's the new year for me. And then we don't take it into our new birthday year surrounding the sun. Question 105. Have you ever had an out of body experience? If so, describe it in one word. I don't know. I don't think so.
Interesting.
That's very interesting. Well, let's move
I,
on.
I think out of body experiences are kind of like just something that's euphoric, like something that was like so amazing, like I can't believe I'm here, or like a dream or something that was really too real, or a dream that was like a, what's that called? Um, where you you see it before it happens, or
Oh, oh, I have those all the time. Premonitions.
not a premonition. What is it? I mean, that's close to it, but like,
Yeah.
um, dang, what is that word? What is that word?
Mm.
No, like like it feels like you already been here before.
Then that's not premonition.
No.
I've been saying it wrong this whole time because I have those all
A
the time.
premonition is like, oh, yeah, premonition, but like, it's right on the tip of my tongue.
Very,
We
very
got
nice.
3.5 minutes left.
Well, question 106 is how easy is it for you to get along with people? Very easy. I'm a very likable guy. Um, I feel like if we get to that level and I start telling you jokes that I think are funny, then then you're cool in the gang. If I don't be trying to share jokes with you, then you're on the short list of we're figuring it out.
What was the question again?
How easy is it for you to get along with people?
Deja vu is the word.
I was saying that I did meant to say that.
Okay, see, I
Okay.
knew it wasn't premonition.
No, it wasn't. I was getting them mixed up.
But uh, say that again.
How easy is it for you to get along with people?
Oh yeah, I get along with people. They the only people I don't get along with is when they think that I should think or be a certain way.
Ah.
You know what I mean?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
nah, I ain't messing with that. I'm
It's not on my schedule.
and to go back to success, like I done a lot of work on myself and in the real world, so like I don't have a fixed way of thinking
Mhm.
because I've experienced so many people. Like I got over 18,000 Uber rides. Like you don't know, that's a lot of different people that I've interacted with
Yeah.
over 10 years. You know what I mean? Like when somebody else comes to me and like, oh, you might have a closed mind thinking if you know, like I look at people when I study, well, when I talk to people, I study their background. Like if you if you claiming something, an opinion or something, like I need to know your background. So if I say anything about students, uh, Uber driving, hustling, group fitness, basketball, like I have a level of expertise in those areas that like you if I'm convicted on something, yeah, I got the receipts to back it up. But most people are just saying stuff, and I'm like, do you like you ain't even in shape, so like, and you never played a sport. You like, what are you telling me about? Like, I mean, I welcome the opinion, but like, would I take their opinion over mine if I have an expertise in that field? No.
No, that's not on your schedule.
And not to say that I don't learn from people that may not be smarter than me, may or may not be smarter than me, or in a specific area. I take everything into account, but then I'm like, oh, okay, well, this is what I think about this subject because I I actually listen to experts on anything that I that I want to know. You know what I mean? So whatever. Go ahead. One
uh,
more.
last question of the day. 107. Has someone ever given you a last chance, and for what?
I don't know. The only thing I can think about real quick is like last chance to make a free throw or something. Like in college, um, we all had work study in the cafeteria, and then we did a free throw contest to see who got moved to the basketball work study
Mm.
because all they had to do was come on like volleyball night and toss the ball down or clean up the the bleachers after the game.
Oh.
And then I was I didn't win, so I had to stay in the cafeteria working my hours because
Oh.
they automatically got 10 hours for 3 hours of work a week. You know what I
Oh.
mean?
Okay.
That's why everybody wanted to get out of the. You had to actually go to the cafeteria and work your 10 hours every week to get your work study
Oh.
money.
Okay. I'm sure that several people have given me a last chance, and whether I knew it or not, um, it wasn't the last chance in my world. The last chance is when I decide to stop trying, whatever it is. No, to oh certainly. Last chance is for me is usually like electronics or stuff of material. Like I don't know if anybody's given me a last chance verbally for me to know. I'm sure it's happened mentally for most people in my life, but no, I don't know.
All right, conclusion for the day from the chosen one.
Well, the conclusion for me today was is there's so much opportunity for youthful people and also people like us because we can take advantage of technology and opportunities ourselves. But a lot of things that are presented to us, we don't recognize until it's too late. Or we don't take it seriously because we're going to think that it's going to just be there all the time. And nothing lasts all the time, unfortunately, in life. Um, so, as I say all the time, be all the way out, be committed to excellence, and, do what's on your schedule. And whatever's on your schedule,
Do it to the best of your ability.
make damn sure that you do it to the best of your ability.
And if school's on your schedule, do it to the best of your ability.
Please do it.
The I'm gonna just end you with the quote that I said earlier. The best thing about success is that nothing is required. The amount of work you put in is a choice. I won't lose, you won't lose, we won't lose. This is the Porch
Big
presented
dubs.
by the Success is My Religion podcast, and follow us on Instagram, Work Hard Movement, WRKHRD, um, Instagram, TikTok. I don't know what else. I'm on everything. Work Hard Movement. Um, get the book, Work Smarter and Work Harder, the Work Hard Philosophy for Individual Achievement. That'll be in the description below. What else? Join us for the next podcast. next week, we got to look at. I'll be gone for 2 weekends, so we got to look at when we're gonna do. Or not gone. I'll be gone one weekend. The other weekend is Party and we'll tell you about Party. I'm gonna buy my ticket today, so
The way his
enjoy
face lights up.
enjoy the podcast. Holler at us. Let us know in the comments what you think about what is required and what is not required. It's a gray area in success. Success is great, and because it's so subjective, and so let us know, should things be required or shouldn't things be required, because we know they produce success or not. Let us know in the comments.